Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be taking you guys from the beginning process of me opening up a wig out of the box all the way into the process of me getting it on my head, laying it down, installing it, getting it to look natural, everything like that. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. So as you can tell, I'm starting here with this pink box. This wig is from MslynnHair. I will have everything linked down below, as well as all the specific information on this wig if you guys want to check it out or, you know, have any questions. It says W in Wigs on the front, 100% virgin human hair, find your beauty, and it just opens like a normal shoebox. And when it first opens up, they included a pair of eyelashes, which is really, really nice. They also included a little card with their logo and a little like letter to their customers, which I think is really nice. And on the back, they have some hair care tips and return instructions. So the wig came in a plastic bag, which is standard, and then it also was wrapped in a hairnet, and it had some paper stuffed inside just to keep its shape, which is pretty standard for all wigs, but it's really nice that they do that, just to ensure that the wig is gonna obviously come to you in a good shape and condition. Now, as you can see straight out of the pack, this wig is a straight wig, but it kind of has a little bit of texture to it, if you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't look super silky pin straight, but it's still super, super soft. And this is a 360 lace wig. It has 3 combs in the front, 1 in the back with adjustable straps. And again, it's a 360 lace wig, so there's tracks in the center, but there's lace all around the perimeter. So me personally, I don't actually like to use combs. So I went ahead and I cut out all of the combs that are in the front, but I left the one that's in the back just because I've had bad experiences with combs, and they've kind of ripped out my hair. But I know a lot of people like them, so, or they'll just leave them in and not use them, but I like to just remove them just to be safe and to allow the hair to lay as flat as possible. Then I went ahead and I bleached the knots. Now, I mentioned in a video prior, I'm not a professional at bleaching the knots, and I always get like really nervous that I'm going to over bleach the knots. So I just did this as carefully as possible, but I'm just gonna show you just how I did it. But there are tons of videos that are like really in-depth and specific if you guys want to check out. So I just used the BW2 bleach, and I used some 30 volume developer. I got all of this at my local beauty supply store, and this is just like one that I had already. And I went ahead and I've just used a random plastic cup that I have and a spoon just to mix, but then I went ahead and actually applied it with like a hair applicator, like dyeing brush after. But again, I'm not a professional, I'm not a cosmetologist, I just use what works for me. So I went ahead and took 2 scoops of the bleach powder, and then I added in a little bit of developer at a time, and then I would just mix it up. And when you're bleaching your hair, you want more of a runny consistency, but when you're bleaching your knots, you want it to be a little bit thicker, just so that the bleach doesn't seep through the lace and start dyeing the roots of the hair as easily. So that's what I went for, which was definitely a more thicker consistency with the bleach. Then, like I mentioned, I went ahead and I took the little brush applicator and I just applied this to the front of the lace all around, just from ear to ear basically. And then I just wrapped the foil up a little bit, and I kind of just left the hair for about 10 to 15 minutes. I did use 30 volume developer, so I checked in on it every 5 minutes, and it honestly wasn't really moving that quickly. But again, I didn't want to over bleach the hair, so I just rinsed it out after about like 15 minutes, and I feel like it lightened a little bit, and it helped out with the knots being super black and really noticeable, but it didn't bleach to the fullest amount that it could have. But it worked for me, so I just went ahead and rinsed it out. And I let the hair air dry for about a day, but if you were more in a rush, you could always just blow dry the hair. Then I went ahead and I started tweezing the hairline just to make it look a lot more natural. So basically, if you're not familiar, plucking the hairline or tweezing the hairline is just basically literally removing hair around the hairline, so you're plucking it out. And this is just to help a wig look a lot more natural, because most people's hair isn't super thick starting right at their hairline. It's kind of a little thinner around the edges, and then it'll kind of get thicker. So doing this helps your wig to look a lot more natural. This is a very tedious process, but it makes all the difference. So I just sat and I kind of just tweezed the hairline all from ear to ear, and I just used a tweezer, and I was kind of just plucking in a very random motion, and I would go in certain areas and tweeze a little bit more than others. And then once I was done with that, I did go ahead and just to help everything look a lot more smooth, I went ahead and used some loose powder, and this was just kind of for my own purpose to help visualize how I wanted the part and to kind of, again, hide some of the knots and to make the lace look as natural as possible. So I took some loose powder that I have and I put it along the hairline and kind of in the part that I thought I was going to use, but I ended up changing that after. But yeah, I went ahead and just did that. Sorry I didn't show this part. I'm just going to kind of try to describe to you what I did. I just took the elastic on my head and measured it from each part I wanted to start. And then I went ahead and I attached it to the wig. And I actually have a sewing machine. So I mean, it probably would be best to sew it by hand. But I just parted the hair very clearly exactly where I sewed. And I just stitched down the elastic at each edge. And I cut the additional strands off. And then that was that. So as far as styling, I went ahead and put it on my head, and straight off the bat, it doesn't look too bad, but it again needs a lot of work. So the first thing that I did was I just went ahead and straightened the hair. As you guys can see, when it air dried, it was kind of it had a little bit of texture to it. It wasn't like super straight, so I wanted to go ahead and just straighten it. So I just went ahead, parted sections, and flat ironed the hair, and this hair straightened so easily. It feels so soft after straightening it. And yeah, it was super quick to do. Then I just parted the hair half up, and I noticed on one side that the lace was kind of going over my ear and it wasn't really falling into place. So what I did was I just parted where I feel like my natural ear kind of curve shape is behind it, and I literally just went in and cut the lace and the little chunk of hair out that was kind of bothering my ear. And this is something that's very important to do. It helps your wigs feel so much more comfortable, and it helps it lay a lot better, especially if you're someone like me who likes to put your hair behind your ears. So I just went ahead and did that, and then I readjusted my half up half down ponytail, and I went ahead and pulled out some little pieces of hair all around the hairline, and then I went ahead and just cut these down, and that's how I created my baby hairs. And I used the Got to Be Glued styling gel, and I just used like a little toothbrush, and that's how I laid down my baby hairs. And I went ahead and I put a scarf on, and I left this on for about 10 minutes while I was just doing some other things. And then I came back, and again I took the same, I'm using this Maybelline loose powder, and mine is in the color medium too, just for reference. I got this from Walmart, and I'm just taking a little like fluffy brush, and again I'm just adding some powder to the hairline and into the part, because again it just helps it to look a lot more natural. Also keep in mind I am wearing a nude wig cap underneath, which again also helps to look a lot more natural. If you were to wear a black one, it would really not define the part, and it wouldn't really look like skin. It would look a lot darker. So try to wear a wig cap that is close to your skin complexion underneath your wigs, especially your lace wigs, frontals, things like that, because it really makes a difference. So that is everything I basically do to kind of lay my hair straight out of the package to wearing it out. And if you guys check out my last Get Ready With Me, my hairline has been really irritated by like me gluing down my wigs. So I'm currently just installing my wigs like this. Oh, sorry if I'm looking over. I'm in my bathroom and I have a mirror right here. But yeah, I'm currently just installing my wigs like this, where I just kind of gel down the lace, and I use the elastic band method, and I find it to be really secure, honestly. And I do leave the back comb in, and I tie the adjustable straps. But I just wanted to come in quick and give you guys my thoughts on this hair. I wish you guys could feel this hair. Like, it is insanely soft, like actually insanely soft. I just would literally want to keep touching it all day. I know it is straight hair, but it's just so soft. Like, it doesn't feel too silky straight. As you guys saw what it looked like after it air dried, it kind of had not texture to it, but it wasn't like it didn't dry completely silky straight. So but it was still soft in that moment. But when I went over it with the flat iron, it just feels like insanely soft, and I can't get over it. This hair feels really nice. The construction is really nice. This is a 360 lace wig. And as always, I will have all of the links to this wig and the website and everything down below, so you guys can check out. I'm actually like really impressed with this hair. Like, it feels so soft. It's like probably the softest hair that I've had in a very long time. This is 22 inches, and I do feel like it is true to length. Let me kind of lower it down so you guys can see. So it comes down to here. This is like under my breast area. And it comes down, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like in the back. Hopefully you guys are able to see. But yeah, I'm like really impressed with this hair. I haven't had just like long straight hair in a really long time. The hair that I just had in was like body wave, and I did straighten it for a little while. but oh my goodness, this hair is just so soft. I feel like I put too much product in that hair because I thought it was a little shiny, so I put some dry shampoo and then it got too dry, so I put a little bit of oil, and I feel like when it was straightened it was a little kind of heavy and weighed down. But oh my goodness, this hair just feels so good and I'm just so happy with it. I'm like, never want to take it out, honestly. I think I'm gonna wear it for a very long time. So I hope you guys found this video really helpful. I know a lot of you have been asking me for like hair tutorials, and I know I did a how I install my lace wigs, but that was like my glue down method, and this is more of like how to take a regular lace wig, not with like a pre-plucked hairline, not with bleach knots, and how to go all the way through it. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any other questions or concerns, or you guys want me to do more videos, or if you guys want me to like style this hair in other ways. I can do a tutorial of me like curling my hair if you guys want, or different hairstyles like with 360 lace wigs, things like that. Leave a comment down below if you guys want to check that out. I'll be super happy to do a video for you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, purchase my merch, which I'll have linked down below, and you guys can also check out my design like website and my design Instagram page, which I will also have linked down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.